got our guest, Lynn May. She's back, one of our favourites, if not our most favourite.
Guest.
You think I'm gassing? I love having you on here.
Top three, no? You said top three.
Yeah, top three. Definitely. We didn't really rank the order though, did we?
That was just their favourite episodes. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, because you always bring, you're opinionated. You always bring a little bit of controversy. It can be being polite, saying a little bit of controversy.
I've definitely said before, it shouldn't be controversy, because I do think that a lot of people think like me, or in the group chats say the same things. It's only controversial because I'm just public with it. That's the only difference.
You think?
100%.
I don't know.
It is.
I don't know. I feel like you've got counter views to maybe a lot of people, especially in like the black scene online.
I can't tell if you know you're polarizing or you're just like honestly saying what you think. I can never tell.
Yeah,
this is Lynn.
Like this, yeah.
This is Lynn.
Like we'll have
Trust
2
me.
hour conversations
On
and
the
my
phone.
opinions don't change. Like I suppose sometimes that can be frustrating for me, because I think people actually think like she just does this because she knows it will.
No, sometimes I think you're trolling.
No,
I don't think she is, you know.
Everything I said, the only thing I would say is I'm very open for new enlightenment. So if someone comes and says you're really wrong on that, or can I give you an alternative and these are the counterfacts, then I'm open to that. And I've like recently I even put my hands up and I said I get that. I said something, and a few people that I respect, because their way of conversation is not just attack or you're chatting shit or rare. It's like, okay, I hear what you're saying. However, have you ever looked at it in this light?
And it made you feel.
And I tweeted and I said, you know what? Hands up. Like that makes sense.
Yeah. But I thought that you were definitely trolling me. He said they should send this drill man to Ukraine. I was like, no, this is a troll.
No, do you know what it is? If you know my personality, I will mix my serious topics and what I believe with a bit of like
light-hearted banter.
Yeah, because that's my nature. That's me being me. I'm quite a cheeky, sarcastic person.
Plus, you're from the hood.
Yeah.
So you got to mix in the kind of hood things in there. The drill, you know, drill rappers, no?
Do you know what it is now? I think it's got to a point where, you know how I feel about, not that I want drill to go away, because it is freedom of expression and art form or whatever. It's just I think our community is imbalanced. But now I've realised if I was to say the most sensitive people, it would be like rappers, Roadman, and the crypto dons. Like they're so sensitive.
Wait, the crypto dons are sensitive.
Why the crypto
They're
dons?
so sensitive.
No, but you're talking about a specific type of crypto don. I feel like you're talking about hood people that are crypto dons. You're not talking about the actual crypto nerds that are programming.
I'm not talking about the upper echelons of really intelligent. You know, I've sat down with them and I'm like, you know your shit, and you've made millions. I'm not I'm not not even talking about them. I'm talking about literally there'll be like maybe this white nerd crypto don somewhere. You're not talking about them. But you're not saying they're sensitive, are you? I feel like you're talking about when I say roadman, rappers and crypto dons, they're all cut from the same tree. They're different branches from the same trunk. Do you get what I'm saying?
What tree is that? What seed did that come from?
The one tree.
But what do you mean by sensitive? I want to know.
Like, okay, so
like they can't be criticised. Take it to heart.
I'm not going to say they're dumb because we still can't quantify intelligence, yeah? But what I will say is when somebody is very well-read, well-travelled and firm in their opinion, those sorts of individuals are open to hearing alternative views. And when they disagree, they do it in a way which is knowledgeable, educational and respectful. With those sorts of groups, if you say something that hurts their feelings, it's automatically like, oh, you chat shit, oh, fuck this girl, rare, blah, blah. There's no, okay, so fuck me, you chat shit, blah, blah. Are you going to tell me why you disagree? Does that make sense? Yeah. There's no level of like, there's just pure anger
not having a discussion, basically.
Yeah, they because they lack articulation, and not all of them, some are faking it. Some of them are very intelligent and very articulate, but they know that their music sells better when they sound dumb, so they pretend to be dumb.
That's like what Tupac did. There's
a lot of them out there.
Tupac was like very well read and stuff, but
I feel that, so if we're going to go to the, I don't want to say low level, but that sort of crypto don, they'll say to you like, oh, if you ain't invested, you're dumb. Like, you need to jump on, okay, maybe soon. Oh, what, you're not jumping on now? Oh, what you said, and then all of a sudden it's like, swear down, crypto is your Lord and Savior. Yeah. Is that your mum and dad? Like the way that they're acting about crypto.
Same man, I'm praying to crypto, the crypto gods.
Bro, you got financial freedom. I'm happy for you. Cool, innit? But don't now try and force. It's like a religion.
Yeah.
You know when someone says, oh, okay, that's your God, blah, blah. I just don't feel like coming to church today. Why not? Do you want to be saved? It's
but then that's how people are when they're passionate about something. Like some people call football a religion because they're so passionate about it. So I just feel like
but you know why
people are just very passionate about crypto.
Different? Because I feel the reason why I like people that are really into football is because you guys are passionate within the section.
Okay.
If someone now says, oh bro, I don't really watch football, you're not going to be like, why not? How can you not like football?
I get you,
Watch 2 hours of me, you'll love it. You're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And I feel like with the crypto guys, it's not all of them, but a lot of the vibe is that I'm getting is that they haven't made that kind of money before. And it's like, because they've seen that money, suddenly it's like, it's the only way to make money. So they're like, no, you have to invest in crypto. It's like, there's other ways to make money, that's not the be or end all.
But this is what I'm saying. You're right. It's like the new money mentality or whatever, because I know people that are doing so many different things making money, and you don't ever tell them like to come up. They don't come up to you saying, why you not done this? Why you not done Prince? I'm a project manager and I make like a bag a day. No one says that.
Yeah. I think because it's so easy to get into crypto.
It's so easy to lose money. Same way how you make it.
No, it is. But I'm saying it's so easy. The entry point to crypto is very easy now. So I feel like that's why those people are saying that. Whereas all the other money avenues, some of them could be a lot more trickier. With crypto, it's kind of like if you've got the money, invest in it. Obviously, you have to do your research. But I feel like that's why they're so passionate about it.
But if you speak to people that have made real millions from crypto, like early doors, or the ones who actually own platforms like the exchange platforms and so on and so forth, they'll tell you the people to lose are the ones at the bottom, because essentially it is almost like a Ponzi scheme, especially with the coins that don't have a massive like usage.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And the guy who's like, well, it's been said by many people that his net worth is around 13 billion. The one who created...
Is this the guy you spoke to? What was his name again?
Richard Hart.
That's it.
And he, a lot of questions that were flying around about him.
The glasses?
No, some white American guy.
Okay.
Yeah. He had like a big case that he won, right?
Yeah. His life is very colourful. But he even said like, when he first started, people were like, well, where's the money going to? Who's this origin address? And I was just like, is it you? He was like, well, who else would it be? Do you not think that the founder should get money? So essentially, they create all of this buzz around a coin or whatever.
Is to make money.
And then people run to it when they invest in it. And then where do you think... Both him and Michael Hudson says the people that benefit from it are the ones that either hold stake and delay gratification, or the people at the top.
Yeah, I mean, but that's general, right? Because like, I think like with anything, you just got to do a lot of education, a lot of research.
They can make money.
Yeah, but that's the problem. A lot of people don't do the education or the research. Like it's like investing. If you sit down and read loads of investment books, dedicate hours and hours a day to thinking about investing and doing the knowledge, then I'm sure you can find success in it. But a lot of people especially during the pandemic and lockdown, they just saw it as a way to, like you said, just make money quickly, get rich quick scheme. They haven't done the real research. And then that's how you lose money. But I feel like if you sit down and do the knowledge, you can make gains.
I feel like it's like you're saying, it's just a basic principle. People that I don't want to say at the bottom, that's rude, but they're the ones that always go hardest and like buy into something so hard to the point where they're getting angry if you're saying I don't believe in crypto.
And the ones at the top love that.
Yeah, and the ones at the top love it. Like they just pull the strings and.
So let's get a feel then. Like, so have you got crypto? Do you own any crypto? Do you own any crypto? Do you?
But recently I pulled out on stuff because I just knew not all of it. Okay, but I had some spread across, and
So are you for crypto? Or are you against crypto?
I'm for it, but
even though you just called it a glorified Ponzi scheme.
Well, certain elements of it are like certain elements. I know people, and this is the thing when. I think people think I just talk for the sake of talking. And I'm fortunate to have a really good network. And I've seen people that have made millions, and I've spoken to them on camera, and I've seen people that may not be willing to speak on camera, and that's the problem. People don't like diarize the losses. And I know people that have lost over 500k in crypto. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So I think even, for example, me saying about sensitive, I put up again a tweet the other day saying like, no one's saying don't invest, but I don't believe anyone should be investing if you do not have a secure job.
Yeah.
And again, a bit of my satire, there's certain man investing in crypto, their mum's in rent arrears, about to lose the property.
Yeah.
They're living in a single room on a bunk bed, and they're taking all their money and putting it into crypto.
Yeah.
I don't think that's wise. And when I posted that, people, I used to like you, I'm never going to listen to you again, you're chatting shit. It's like, this is basic. Yeah. The whole point of investing is because you've got money to invest.
Of course.
If you get £200 a month and you've paid all your bills and you've paid, do what you need to do, and there's no money left over, and you've taken money that should be spent on bills, you're not that's not a good investment.
Surely people aren't doing that though.
What?
Of course, yeah, but
people, I don't think
taking bill money and investing it into crypto.
I don't think
that's the scheme.
I don't think people realize as well where I talk from, because I'll talk about that in a minute, but I come from a place of experience with my job. My job is very varied.
But what is your job again for people that, so you work in property litigation? Okay,
I work in property litigation,
yeah,
but I do all different contracts. So that could be financial intervention through housing for families that are, struggling. Yeah. That could be fraud. That could be asset management.
Are you a freelance or you work for a company?
We call it contracting, same as like to a degree.
Okay.
Not the same as freelancing, because I think freelancing is more about like creatives, in it.
Yeah.
Like you just, but
no, not necessarily.
It's similar.
But you're a contractor that could work for different.
Yeah, exactly. So with the crypto, I've seen so much, not just with crypto, but when I get like a few cases, this family wants intervention. Their teenage child has taken money from them, used their name, invested it in crypto, or even like I'll go to people's houses, they're about to lose their property. I like to go there to see why we go into court first. Let me see the setup. Yeah. I'll go in the house and there's Louis lined up. There's Gucci lined up. There's TVs as big as yours. Yeah.
No
They've got
way.
all of
I didn't pay for my TV. I just played it
legit.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. People that you've already got subsidized housing from the government, you're in a council or housing association property, and you've got all the drip galore, but I'm about to go to court with you to take your property from you because you decided to buy drip instead of pay your rent. That is what my job entails. So you can see why I come from that approach of like, why, again, another tweet, why are people moaning? They want this lit life. Oh, but I can't afford to save for a property. Have you even tried? I'm not saying that more needs to be done with the government and the housing industry, the prices, whatever. But let's look at us too, innit?
Well, I wanted, all right, let's come away from crypto and all that, because I actually wanted to speak to you about this, because you've recently started your property journey yourself, right? Why did you say like that? Is that not information you want out there? I don't mind.
It's just, there's a few things I was doing before as well. So
okay, all right, cool.
So
but
the most recent,
not recently. Let's not say recently then. But you started your property journey as well yourself, and you just said, a lot of people make excuses. I've seen your tweets saying how people say, "Oh, like I can't get on," but they're not willing to make the sacrifices. Not eat at the fancy restaurants, the Novikovs, not get the German whip, as you put it. But don't you also think that, like, even if a lot of people in this country, even if they make those sacrifices, right, and they do manage to, I don't know, literally do nothing with their lives, not go and do any excursions or go cinema, literally not live a life, work, come home, make those savings, even if they get the deposit together, they're not earning enough for the bank to go, actually, I'll give you a loan anyway.
But that's where you go to a mortgage advisor and find out the kind of properties you can afford.
Yeah, but then even then, like, I swear, like, say you're only on 30k a year.
I'm gonna have to disagree, because again, having a really good broker that has.
If you're on 30k a year.
But there'll be a property for you to get. It may not.
Where would it be though?
It may not be the fucking Canary Wharf.
No, bro. Where would it be? It might be past Milton Keynes or something.
Yeah, but you see,
no one wants to start.
No, but I'm talking about a house to move into, like where you want to live. But no one wants to move far out as well.
Okay,
like, I'm talking.
Do you know what you just said? I'm going to highlight what you just said. No one wants to.
Yeah.
Okay, so what needs to happen is you need to separate your want and your need.
Yeah,
and then
facts.
your end result and what your goal is in the future. Again, so I didn't want to give up my convertible, my cute little SLK years ago in it. I didn't want to give up like certain things.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a car for a while. Then I got a smart car. Certain people that have this perception of me was like, rah, what? You moved down to a smart car? Like, those were the conversations. I said, well, I want to stack.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And in order for me to do so, I feel like we've got to a place here. Again, you know, I grew up in Tottenham, innit? I'm a little bit older. I'm in my 30s. And our generation was like, by any means necessary, we're going to do this. Like, yeah, okay, we may be disadvantaged in certain areas, but we're going to do it. This whole vibe now is about, I can't do it.
It's the
This is a
opposite. Yeah, it's
problem.
the opposite.
Everything is a problem. There's no like solution. It doesn't start with a solution. So my thing is,
I don't know. I know what you're saying, right? So a lot of people are using that language, can't, and I get it. And obviously it is a want, you know, saying that is the key word. Oh, I don't want to move and go far. But there are still things in place that are making it like extremely difficult. Not impossible.
Yeah.
Because obviously if you put your mind to it, you can definitely do it. But they're making it very, very difficult. You got people that are working jobs in London that may have to commute 2.5 hours into work. And then the quality of, like, some people still want to live a certain quality of life that makes them happy as well.
But
There's
a
a
lot
lot
for me is journey. No one wants to go in. Everyone wants everything now. Like, it's like people don't see the progression and the journey and like the kind of milestones. People just see, I need the house.
So would you move like, I don't know, beyond Milton Keynes to buy a house and then commute into Shoreditch?
I would, because that.
No, this okay, go on.
No,
You
I would though. I would, because I would know the aim for me. Then I set myself targets and goals. So the aim would be to, if I can't buy a property in zone 2, I'll move out to further out.
Yeah, zone 2's a mad thing.
Yeah, but then get a property there, stack. Hopefully, I can sell that on, and then do you know what I mean? You got to aim. You got to have aims and targets. People just see the end result.
That's right, and I think the biggest issue at the moment is delayed gratification. And my thing is, because social media has made us feel so close to maybe like celebs and you can be a millionaire and all the rest of it, at what point will we stop? So this is the energy now. In 5 to 10 years, am I now going to start saying, well, I deserve to live in zone 1. I want to live in Marble Arch. Why hasn't the government allowed me to live in Marble Arch?
I mean, exaggeration, but...
No. Well, you say that, but...
No, the average person knows they can't live in zone 1. Like, zone 1 is
listen, you say that. But we're in a generation now where 19-year-olds are driving big Mercedes and wearing Rolexes. 10 years ago, you would have been like, don't exaggerate.
Exactly.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
And they're going to these expensive restaurants like
all the time. All the time.
True.
So my thing is, if we're here now, which has happened and snowballed very quickly, the entitlement, what's it going to be in 10 years? And my thing is, like, I'll be real. I would have loved to have been able to buy a house in Haringey. You know, Wood Green prices, Tottenham prices, even maybe not even Tottenham, because we know Tottenham.
I wouldn't want to buy a house in Haringey.
Well,
unless it's Highgate sides. Or...
Why?
Okay, but I'm saying
you're not seeing the vision.
I'm saying where I grew up, though. I'm saying where I grew up. If I'm going to even raise up my chest a little bit more and say Highgate, Muswell Hill, you know that's a myth for us, isn't it? Like, really and truly.
Yeah.
Hampstead.
1-bedroom house in Muswell Hill is probably like 750,000.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I had to say to myself, okay, cool. Let me move a little bit out of London. And I'll be honest, even though I've worked in property, worked on like equity loans and how to buy home ownership, when I tried to go and do it alone without a broker, do you know what the bank offered me? Because I'm self-employed, 70,000.
Is that it?
Okay. And I was like, hang on a minute, what is going on? And I spoke to a really good broker and he said, you did this wrong, you did that wrong.
So and obviously this is hard because it's very detailed and it's a very long process, but like, if you could summarize it, right, for anyone watching this that don't know, what exactly does a broker do? What do they bring to the table? Okay,
the best type of broker are those who actually have really good relationships with the bank. So what would happen if you have one like that? With mine, what he did was he saw that obviously I'm self-employed, and as we all know, we write off a bit of expenses, for taxes, all the rest of it. Just a little bit, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and he said, okay, what you've been doing is a bit of a madness, but we're going to package it and sell it to the bank in a way that it's going to make sense. So that's essentially what a broker does. They are the intermediary between yourself and the bank in trying to get you the best deal.
Okay.
For a
Makes
mortgage.
sense.
Yeah. And then obviously with his help, that's how I managed to get the property that I wanted. But even then, I've still moved slightly out of London. It's like 16 minutes on the train.
It is, and it is. Listen,
Into London,
I don't want to be that guy here that's complaining and making excuse for like Gen Z and everyone. But it is frustrating, even for our generation, when you look at like in the early 80s, some of these properties like in Highbury. Some of these properties were 30, 40 bags in the 80s in Highbury. Now they're clearing a mil. What? I don't want to give my personal families, but I know someone that bought a property early 80s, 82 I think it was.
Yeah, about 70 grand, 60 grand.
No, it was like 45 grand.
That person was desperate to
sell.
The
house, mil sold up 2 years ago, a mil. What? That's not feasible for our generation now. That's done.
Let me throw a spanner in the works, yeah?
Just because of when we were born?
No. Wait. We see so much of this like, it was easy back in their day, Okay, but then let's flip it on its head and say, okay, how must the older generation feel to know that we now can go on Instagram, do some foolishness and get 4 grand for a post?
Yeah, but like
they
you said,
never got that.
Hold on. Yeah, but hold on. But like you said,
there's so many ways of making money.
Even that is all smokes and mirrors, though, to an extent. The posting all of this stuff, because and I'm speaking to someone that's in it, because it's creating, like you said, it's creating a false lifestyle for all these other people, right?
Yeah, not everyone's making bread like that.
Not everyone's making bread on that level.
I think people love excuses, because I know you're saying about deposits and how much houses prices are gone up, but if you take the last, even just yourself or anyone else, if you take that, what you spent in the last 5 years in terms of holidays, drip, jewelry,
that's
a quarter of a house.
It is.
Thank you.
But people don't see past that.
That's not everyone. But that's not everyone. That's more like me and you. And I'm telling you, you don't forget how much poor people are in this country.
Are you not listening? Are you not listening? For my job, I physically go into homes and I see like trainers worth 960.
Yeah, but those are the homes you go into. I'm saying there are homes out there where people are living in like council properties and they don't even have that stuff. They're literally eating out of like frozen food that exists in the UK, you know.
The conversation basically.
You're convoluting the conversation.
Yeah,
but I thought the conversation started with people
that are earning a decent living, or
people wanting to do drip and do up lifestyle and then complaining about
And the thing is, there's this.
I just meant people in general. I just meant humans in general here in the UK.
There's this misconception as well. Yeah, I think because a lot of the rebuttals that I was getting online was we should be able to live a lit life and be able to buy a house.
Yeah.
And my thing is, even like when I talk to a lot of wealthy people, it's the same, but it's just different. So what I mean by that is, okay, they may want to buy a company, but it's a couple million more than they expected. For whatever their lifestyle is, they now have to cut back. But you don't hear that they might do within their personal spaces, but you don't hear them online all the time. I shouldn't have to cut back. I should be able to still buy the yacht next week because blah, blah, blah.
No, like, I get that, but I'm saying that... Look,
everyone in their section has to cut back.
I'm not talking about a certain type of people that want to buy drip. I'm talking about, let's say, the UK, the population of the UK.
But that wasn't the conversation, Craig.
Your conversation started off...
Yeah.
About my tweet on buying property.
Yeah, and also saying, but why that's long to have to live outside bare far and commute. Like,
that's not the poverty-stricken people.
And things. People don't want to have to make any sort of sacrifice.
I agree with you. There are a lot of people that don't want to have to make sacrifices, but I still believe there's a load of people in the UK that are making sacrifices every day and still can't get on the property ladder. There are a lot of poor people in this country. Yeah, there are a lot of people that can't even save, like, because they're literally what they make is going out on bills, or they got to pay for their kids, and it's like, this is it. And then especially after the pandemic, we was having similar convos to this prior to pandemic or just during the pandemic. Now that all of the support stopped, all the government support, all the loans, people gas and electric going up is a madness.
Yeah, but this is why I struggle, and this is why I need to preserve and save my energy online, because I think people just say things without.
You just got no levels of empathy.
Wait, no.
You do. But you do though.
There's certain people and groups I specifically feel for, because I know they're so again, I'll give you an example, because we got to have tangible examples. We can't just be like, there's bare poor people and I feel sorry. Like, come on, let's drill down. So let's take the people that I feel sorry for are the single mothers that started out in what was decent relationships. The father initially was there, the father's fucked off, and they've got a couple of kids, and they're really trying hard to separate themselves for having to be dependent on the government, and they want to work. But the government says if you do more than 16 hours, your benefits will be cut. So they're they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, because they actually want to work. But then the system is like, they still have to pay for the rent, they still need housing benefit, and the father is nowhere to be seen. There's specific groups in society, again, when the government took a hard approach to ESA benefit and changed it to universal credit, and there's people that actually have disabilities and they're on the breadline. There are groups in society that I'm like, this is not fair, innit? But I refuse to just blanket everyone and say life is hard for everyone, because there's a lot of people that are not doing the best that they can.
Well, life is hard.
Why is life hard?
No, but it is hard. It's not easy, is it? Let's
your
be real.
mentality, your mentality says it's hard.
No, even for successful people, it's hard. Like,
well,
it's not nothing's given. You got to put in hard work.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying life is hard. I'm not countering what you're saying. I'm saying life is, it's not easy, is it?
So can we agree that sometimes hard is a good thing?
Yeah. I'm not saying necessarily hard is a bad thing. I'm saying life's hard. You got to figure out challenges. You got to overcome hurdles. You know, it could be losing a loved one, it could be financial things. Life's hard. It's not easy. If life was easy, everyone would have everything they wanted.
I do think though and
then they'll be riddled with mental health, because very successful people will tell you the reason why they still work is for their mental health. This whole like ideology of, when I get to 35 I just want to retire, and do what, homie? Like, they're
all the rich people you see don't retire anyway. Like, they still work.
All the rich people are thinking of new ideas, new ways of working, like waking up at 6 a.m. to figure out the next. You know what I'm saying? They might not be doing the grind similar tasks, but people that have made it, they're still working hard.
So you agree life's hard though, or you say life's easy?
But I think hard things are good. I think hard things are good.
Saying, do you agree life's hard then?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Life's hard and easy, depending what day it is.
Russ.
It's a journey, man.
It's true.
The generations below Argent, they're just, some of the people polluted. I don't know.
Well, they are.
They're so
there's loads of different things. It's social media. It's music. It's loads of factors that influence.
It's the thing of the separation between celeb and the normal everyday person. Like, back in the day, you'd be happy to look at a celebrity and be like, like, that's sick. But
we did. That's how I did. That's what we were doing growing up.
But you wouldn't necessarily
just see them on MTV, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you wouldn't be obsessed with being like, I actually want to emulate his lifestyle.
I want to be them.
You wouldn't. And now I feel like it's probably an issue for celebs as well, because celebs they're too interactive with people as well. So when you look at real star quality, who still has that in the UK, for example? I only think a few people have it. So for example, Skepta, even Central C has it. Like, the people that you're not going to find going back and forth, or people that are kind of removed. You won't just find them anywhere.
They're kind of on a different level, isn't it?
Yeah, because the whole even celebrity culture, there's no such thing as a real celebrity anymore, I don't think. From time that a person can get a response in the DMs and you're like, rah, he's got like 5 million, blue tick, was on TV last night and he's talking to me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the problem is, when a group of people in society feel like there's such close proximity to a celeb or a very wealthy person, it automatically creates this environment. I can be you very easily.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know who we also have to place blame on for that as well? And I don't want to say blame, because at the end of the day, they're just making money, they're organizations, but it is like the brands and the organizations. Those are the people that kind of infiltrated social media and made it what it is today. I remember when we first got on social media, it was about checking up on your friends, Facebook, or even Instagram when it started. You'd follow
the brand.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know if blame is the right word, because they're just trying to make money, and they were making money before, whether it was advertising on television. But what I'm saying is, ever since brands and business came to social media the way it did now, this is kind of how it's evolved. It's kind of become like, all right, you need this, like, it's marketplace. Like, now I'm marketing something to you every single second, whether it's through influencers or through rappers wearing the designers or the brand.
I
think they have to do it.
The everyday person now thinks I can be a Kanye West, or I can be this footballer, or I can be.
So where did that change? Where did that change? Where did that happen though?
It's a good and a bad thing.
Media, I think the social.
But that's what I'm saying. When social media started, it wasn't like that. Yeah, so what changed? Like where did that happen? Where did that switch happen?
I think
where it was
it might have changed,
because it got really bad within, I'd say, the last 4 or 5 years.
I'll tell you what it probably is. I think with music moving away from physical and going digital, I just don't think, and you can correct me, I'm not going to say, I haven't studied music for a long time, but I don't think there's as much in solely music anymore unless you're touring.
Yeah.
Like, as in to make
money. There isn't.
Even to become a number one, like, what do you need to sell? The units are minuscule compared to what they used to be.
Yeah.
So what celebrities have realized is they need to kind of do these corny things.
You've got to market the lifestyle,
they have to be like an influencer.
Yeah.
Like, musicians now are glorified influencers to a degree, because I would love to see a lot of artists to separate the money they're making from everything else, and let's look at what they've just made for music in the last 2 years. And that would tell us why they are now doing all these things that are very like social media, brand, all the rest of it. And then how many people would still even sell their music if they didn't do like the fake relationships online or the fake dramas or blood? Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what's mad about what you're saying as well?
With all of those little PR stunts that everyone's doing.
Yeah.
And that's why
it's working though.
I do rate J Hus, because he doesn't do any of that.
Yeah, but he's a very special talent.
But he could release the album tomorrow and not do anything.
Yeah, but for him though, I think that's marketing in itself though.
True. Like
that is marketing.
Yeah,
to disappear and not say anything and then come back. Like, that is all.
Because no one else is doing it.
Yeah.
Who do you think's doing it? Who?
Kendrick, because he ain't been around.
Yeah.
But you know what? I just wanted to come.
It's like Central C. Everyone's saying like, oh, it's a marketing. I think we're going to see soon, if not already, it's a marketing tool to say you're independent, but are you really independent? Really, yeah. Like I can see record labels.
No, but that's been going on for a while now.
No, but I know. But there's so many people. Record labels probably sit down in the rooms and say, listen, we don't mind if you disconnect yourself from us because we know it's making money.
Of course.
So people out here saying they're independent, are you
it's almost
independent?
Become, like, uncool to be signed, like, and people to know you're signed, especially if you make street music. They want it. Everything
is a PR.
Do you know what I want to talk about quickly and get your thoughts on? Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah, I ain't gonna say any names, through certain people I know and stuff, that there's become this like idolization of not even just musicians, but their girlfriends that do nothing and live a lifestyle. So like Lil Baby's girlfriend, Jada Wado, whatever her name is, Money Baggio's girl, your twin. I'm joking. I hate when I say that. Ari Fletcher's lit. These girls, they don't really, what you would say, do anything online. Like, they don't have actually a career. Some of them make music, but a load of them, they're just known for being maybe the rapper's girlfriends. And I speak to certain girls and they want to live that lifestyle.
Yeah, but that's like, hasn't changed since like the WAGs days.
No, but like now, bro, it's crazy because the lifestyle they're portraying online, they've got like 5 million followers. Like, they've got more followers than musicians, some of these girlfriends. They've got the bust down watches on, the Birkin bags. They've seen that like they've been blown off being the rapper's girlfriend. And these girls just want to live that lifestyle. That is mad to me. That is so unrealistic. Like, how many of you are actually going to, I'm not saying girls can't go and bag a rapper or bag a rich guy or whatever, but how many are actually going to be able to do that? There's not many. And you see them idolizing these lifestyles now. I can just see how mental health is going to deteriorate because of social media.
I think also men they're doing well from it as well. And it might be fun. And I always say this, if you haven't experienced money or a lifestyle and you see that as love, then you'll be sorely disappointed later on. Because a lot of guys guys now, I think they're looking at women as business moves as well. We know that people like the optics of how you look. This is going to make sense. Again, we're not going to say no names, but there were certain guys even in our industry where they weren't getting the same likes, and then they got a girlfriend and it was like everyone liked the idea of these two together, or how did this person get that person, or whatever the case may be. Do you know what I'm saying? And it automatically propels men as well. So it's like a whole sort of PR stunt of, I genuinely believe that people are sitting around the table saying, okay, this makes sense. Let's contact that girl, put that girl with this guy.
But you only have to do that if your business is dying, right? If your business is suffering. If you're flying, you don't necessarily have to do that.
Do you know why I disagree? Because some people's business is doing very well, but there's a difference between financially doing well and optically doing well. So there could be rappers that look like they've dropped off a little bit,
but behind the scenes they're
clearing up whether they've invested in property or whether they're actually like they're the person behind the new 2 artists, or do you get what I'm saying?
So you're saying they're
like
still
Tiny Temper's a prime example of that, isn't it?
Like, so
you're saying basically what you're saying is though they're still seeking the fame and adulation.
Of course, they're still seeking mad, because there is a level of that. There is monetary gain to be had from that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's and it's going to get worse. There's a lot of people that they're going to miss the validation. Because what happens is, it's like we're saying, the people, the followers, whatever, they've got too much of a say now. Do you get what I mean? So imagine back in the day when it was just newspapers or MTV, okay, you don't see whoever on TV that much. There's no commentary on that. Yeah. It's just you don't see them. Now it's like, if Shade Bar or whoever else, what has my man dropped off? He's dropped off. And then you as a person are having to look at all this, and your feelings, doesn't matter that your bank is still going up, your account, like, do you know what I'm saying? That no longer only matters. People want to still feel revered and respected in the space.
And you know who started all of this, innit? Exactly. It's cool. Come full circle from the first episode we had.
What are you saying? I just kept thinking, Kanye, that's him, innit?
You know
what do you mean? You think he does all this just to still be in this space?
Like, think about it.
He doesn't need to.
He's making loads of money from Yeezy, doing well, but it's like he needed to be in the spotlight because he needed that validation. He needed the response.
Not even just that as well. He was kind of the first one who then said, not the first, but on a big scale said, let me go and get the reality TV star and do what you just said just now. Even though he's probably making tons of money. Let me align myself with another brand. No, but she was a musician in a sense. Like, we're talking about
Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce's a massive star in her life, bro.
Do you think that Beyonce propelled Jay-Z's career into more of a commercial realm?
100%.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that because he's a rapper and she was a pop star. But
he was still just like,
she's still Beyonce though. Kim was like Kim, innit? No, there was a time where people were like, what does she even do? Like, what does she do? What is her job?
Yeah, but people were saying that, but people still knew that they were bringing in bread from their...
Yeah. No, but it's keeping up with the Kardashians.
But there was still that stigma around it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Now
like,
it's more
Kanye's changed the game now. Now it's like people will go, like you said, we see rappers in the UK going out with influencers. Like he was like the first one to really do that. Go out with an influencer reality TV star.
But that's why...
was really doing that before?
I think that's why it annoys me or women sometimes to see guys quickly say, like, we put her on. Or don't do that. What's she bringing to the table? Where we already know, and I don't agree with this, it does disappoint me, but we already know that a woman doesn't really have to bring much to the table now to make a guy still seem relevant.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what you mean,
All she's got to do is have a clean Insta, have a decent amount of followers, be pretty, and it can already create the illusion of people will go to check on those pages just to see the relationship, how it's going to unfold.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's girls putting on men out here.
No, for sure. I don't want to make it seem like it's one way. 100% that is definitely happening. We ain't got a lot. It's already 40 minutes in. Like, we're flying through and we don't do long podcasts. We've got a lot to get through still.
Go.
Just while we're on the topic of rappers though, quickly, I want to speak about one rapper in particular. I'm a fan of him as a rapper. I think he's a cold rapper, but I also like the messages he's putting out there, and you know him pretty well, and that's Rimzy. Rimzy, why when I say certain things she's just like
Why do you think I know Rimzy pretty well?
Well, I don't know, like I've seen you said you know Rimzy, right?
When did I say that?
Do you not know Rimzy?
I know him, but pretty well. Pretty well is quite a big statement.
Okay, not pretty well, but like you have conversation with Rimzy, right? Yeah, that's what I meant. Like some people, they know a rapper and they just see them and it's like, hello, no. What I mean is you've had conversations with him. Yeah, so my whole point with Rimzy is, I like the messages he's putting out there. He seems someone that's very, very clued up when it comes to business. Some of the things he tweets, and I know he tweeted something, I saw that you retweeted a couple of weeks ago, where he said, do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
where he said, I don't understand how people even surviving on one income.
Oh, I mean, I saw that.
You saw that,
and then
that
came up,
and you retweeted it and was like, didn't you retweet and say I survived on one income for time or something like that?
Well, I know loads of people that survive on one income and do very well.
Most people survive on one income.
It goes back to our conversation of the issue here is about, have we changed the goalpost for contentment?
I agree.
Do you understand? And what has created this whole notion of that's actually a shit life, when before it was a very good life.
It was a good life, yeah.
And I think even though we might have loads more frills attached to it and it looks good, how much of us are actually happy versus when we had maybe a little bit more of a simplistic life? Back in the day. But
your whole thing is you're not about simplistic life though yourself though, are you?
No, I am though.
No, but I don't think you are. And not
I am.
In what respect?
Why?
In the respect that because you're a capitalist and you want people to thrive. You don't want people to just get by and be happy and make a decent. Your whole thing is build your potential, go and do a lot. No, isn't that when I speak to you? That's what I'm getting. That's what I've got from you.
No, I want people. I support capitalism because I still think that it has.
Because capitalism is not just getting by.
It has brought it has brought a lot of people out of poverty. That's where I support it. Not to go on and everyone should be greedy.
But poverty to an extent.
We could talk about all day. It's relative. But my point is. Perspective. My point is. My main aim is for people to be, one, self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Two, not everyone has to be ambitious, but if you are, do something about it.
Yeah.
And three, be happy.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cleared it up then. That's fine. That's all I wanted to know.
Just to go on.
Because you're not going to get with a guy that's just getting by. You're not going to do that.
Yeah, but
wait. The only reason why I will say like capitalism is to kind of, I have to go extreme sometimes to get it in people's head. And if we can agree that ethnic minorities, specifically the black community in the West, is at a disadvantage economically, we should be doing everything in our power to do anything that would flip that. And talking against capitalism, voting for a party that doesn't want us to win financially makes no sense with trying to get from the bottom economically as a people.
And I do think people overcomplicate simple things. So take, for example, careers and finances. A lot of people might not, there's anything wrong with being a rapper, footballer, but that is, you're taking a very, very hard route to being successful and being rich. You're taking like the 1%. Whereas there's so many jobs out there where you can make great income, have a great career and a great life, and not, do you know what I mean? Not kill yourself trying to get there. And I think people don't see that. People only see the fucking, like you said, the 1% and the really, really difficult things. They don't see, I can just be an architect, I can be a banker, I can be...
But what if that's not your passion?
But
you've got one life, you know. Can we go back to... You have to be clear, you have one life.
Can we go back to simplicity, though?
Is your passion everything that comes with being a rapper?
What's
the passion?
No, but you got to ask the individual. But there are some people out there that genuinely love music, and I think those people in this day and age are getting like pushed to the side.
Yeah, but if you genuinely love music, how many jobs are in the music industry?
Loads. Yeah, but what if you want to make? What if your passion is to make the music? What if that is your passion? What if you love writing? What if you love performing?
No, but what's happened to hobbies?
No, but some people's hobbies, they turns into their career. Like they try and turn it into their career because they're passionate about it.
I think
all I'm saying is there's a balance, isn't it? There is a balance. What you
said, I think there's this misconception that I want a certain type of lit life or whatever the case may be.
Because you got one life.
Wait.
And then you die.
But when I say, and this is why.
Or you're going to spend it doing something you don't want just so you can...
No, we're going back
have
to
a house and just get by in your one life and then look back and go,
No, we're going back to like my view of simplicity.
I worked as an engineer the whole time. There's nothing wrong with engineer, by the way.
Yeah, but look at the way you talk about that Ibiza trip. That scarred you.
No, wait, hang on.
What have you talked about?
What Ibiza trip? Whoa, what one? I've had a couple. What one?
The one where you said you was living too much hard times.
Oh, yeah, that killed me. My first Ibiza trip.
Exactly.
I went with no bread with my brethren. I ain't gonna say the year. We went with no bread.
Why did you do that?
Because we had FOMO, and this is how dumb it was.
But
this is well over a decade ago. Like this was when I had no bread.
But this is how everyone is. Concentrated.
Yeah, but it taught me a lesson. But it taught me a lesson, though. It taught me a valuable lesson.
Get bread.
Yeah, exactly. It taught me a valuable lesson. One, don't do that again, and two, get your bread up so that you can actually have a good holiday. And the person I did it with, I ain't gonna put his name out there, but the person I did it with, He's good now.
Yeah.
Like, he's good. You actually know him, but we're not going to say his name. He's good now. So it taught us a mad lesson. And we went again years later with bread. It was courtesy of a brand, but we had bread and we lived it different. And it was like, we had a full circle moment. We were like, right, remember when we was actually in here? San Antonio Strip.
That's why I said hard times are good sometimes. Hard times are good because that spurs you on.
No, but I didn't say hard times about it. I just said life's hard, which it is. It's not easy.
Wait, can we pull back on simplicity real quick here? Because I think it's important. The reason why, and many have asked me, like, why do you still have what is deemed as a normal 9 to 5? Yeah. And the reason why is because I think a lot of what we see online
you don't have a normal 9 to 5, by the way.
It's a myth, because I go into the office or I see people in my working life that I feel do better than who we see online. But no one would think that, because it's just like, oh, you just wear a normal suit and get up and go.
But what is do better? No, we have to clarify that. What is do better?
Okay, so when I say,
because fundamentally it's about happiness, right?
Okay, so you just said a normal guy. I absolutely see nothing wrong with a person who, you know, is on 60k, got one house, does 2 hobbies.
That's not a normal guy. What is she talking about right now? That's not a normal guy, because the average guy in the UK is not earning 60k a year.
You can work towards that.
No, I'm not saying, but you're not going to be there for the working hours.
I'm giving you perspective.
If you're on 30k a year and you like Lynn, you're on 30k a year and you like Lynn, and you've got the smart car that she had years prior, you don't have a chance.
That's not true.
So they have a chance?
It depends on their ambition.
Whatever. Anyway,
if I could be, which I have, I could date someone with lots of money.
Yeah.
And feel shit every day.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have.
You could date someone with lots of money and feel good every day as well.
No,
depends on the individual.
Granted, but then I could also date someone who makes me feel alive, our connection bangs, and for whatever reason, he might find himself on a certain salary now, but I can tell from his mindset that's not him forever. Yeah. Why would I not be with someone like that? What I can't be with is someone who is stagnant in their way of thinking.
Yeah. Which
like,
is a lot of people.
Okay, well, what do you do? I've been doing it for 10 years. Is there any growth? Is there any... Not that it's a bad thing, because those people are the happiest, you know. People that are content with doing the same thing are very happy.
Oh, yeah, I know those people.
But I'm not attracted to it, because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to piss you off. Because again, like I said, I've been with someone with lots of money. I've always also been with a stagnant person. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so, you know, you told me there's a new opening in your department. Are you going to go for it? No, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. And it would piss me off. Why would you not go for it? You've been doing that forever. Yeah. So I don't want to make someone feel shit about their contentment of just doing the same thing. So I can't be with that type of person.
Yeah.
But then I also wouldn't want to be with a person that's so obsessed with money that nothing else matters, that they struggle with emotion, they struggle with love, they struggle with sympathy and empathy and all those things. Because that's not a good person to be with either.
No, of course.